Eagles must get to the 36 for a first down as Brown brings the pressure. And then Wentz finds Ertz. Who else?
Carson Wentz just got traded from the Philadelphia Eagles to the Indianapolis Colts.
You should receive draft compensation for taking Carson Wentz, who I told everyone 2 years ago in the second half was not good.
3rd and 13. Wentz looking to run. Maybe he tucks it. He'll try and run. Is he going to get there? Diving for it.
The Colts and the Eagles were in discussions for the last 3 weeks.
When you dive deep into the annals of things that have come out of my mouth, Carson Wentz to the Indianapolis Colts was never something that I talked positively about.
As you guys can see, obviously Carson Wentz's departure from the Philadelphia Eagles has been quite something, and a lot of you have the same question as I do. Where did it all go wrong? Hey, what's up guys? My name is Vic and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be talking about Carson Wentz and basically everything that led up to his trade from the Eagles to the Indianapolis Colts. Coming from North Dakota State University, Carson Wentz was an elite football player, even sending his school to the NCAA FCS title game. Just take a look at these highlights and you tell me what you think.
This ball is a bullet right on the money. Nice throw.
Empty backfield for Wentz on second down, 4-man rush. Wentz looking for the end zone. Herzentowski has it. Touchdown.
Oh, no, here it comes. They're bringing the blitz.
And Wentz staying tall in the pocket now has a lot of room in front. Big running room for Carson Wentz. First down, cuts it back. Touchdown.
The blitz is getting there. There's an alley. Everybody's in coverage. It's a walk-in.
As you can see, obviously, Carson Wentz was no joke in college. In his entire collegiate career, he had 392 completions, a 64% completion rate, throwing for 5,115 yards, 8 yards per attempt, 45 touchdowns, 14 interceptions, and a quarterback rating of 153.9. So obviously, Carson Wentz was an absolute elite quarterback back in his college days.
Of the shotgun on third down. Here's the blitz. Wentz flushed. Gets away from Kioshin. Open receiver downfield. It's Zach Braun. Doesn't quite have the...
As you can see, not only can Carson Wentz throw the ball, he can also run the ball. So even for a guy at his height, standing at 6'5", he was a really fast quarterback as well. So it made him a real dangerous player to play against. And eventually, later on in his career, in the 2016 NFL Draft, the Philadelphia Eagles selected Carson Wentz second overall. All the NFL analysts always ask the same question. Can this quarterback transition his talent from a collegiate level to a professional level? To keep things simple, yes he did. Yes, he most definitely did.
Wentz is inside the 5 to the end zone. He's in. Touchdown.
He threw the ball at the Redskins defender. Taunting was called. Wentz shot. End zone. Touchdown. Aguilar. Just like that.
We're down at 14. Wentz fires downfield.
Matthews out of the game. Play fake by Wentz. Looking deep. Throwing deep to an open receiver. First down. Wentz trying to throw. He can run as well. Couple of play fakes. He dove for the goal line. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
So as you can see, Carson Wentz was playing amazing football in his rookie season. And this was a huge sigh of relief for the Eagles because they've now found their guy. They found the man. They found their franchise quarterback who will lead them to multiple Super Bowls in the future, make them win so many rings, and potentially start a new Eagles dynasty. This was the goal for the Eagles when seeing Carson Wentz. Carson Wentz was literally playing the best football of his life because coming in from his college seasons to the NFL, it would have been obviously hard. It's always hard for a rookie to adjust into the NFL because it's a completely different world. But to him, he adjusted just fine in his rookie season and his second year, up until his injury, of course. He was playing amazing football. So obviously, the Philadelphia Eagles were excited. They were happy. They were good where they were at. They were glad they had drafted Carson Wentz. and they thought nothing else of it. During Carson Wentz's sophomore season in the NFL, he was doing the exact same thing he did in his college days and the exact same thing he was doing in his rookie season. He was just simply balling out. He was an amazing football player the same way he was in his rookie season. Unfortunately, he did go down with an injury and did not finish the season. Later on, backup quarterback Nick Foles finished the season for him, and not only that, took them to the Super Bowl, and eventually Carson Wentz won his first Super Bowl ring during his sophomore season. But after his leg injury, when he came back into the scene, he just wasn't the same. Carson Wentz all of a sudden seems like he fell off a cliff or something. He was just not playing football the way he used to. He was throwing interceptions, incompleting passes, and it just wasn't on his receivers. Obviously, sometimes it would be the receivers' fault, but in this case, it was all Carson Wentz. Like, I'm sorry, but Carson Wentz was playing horrible football. He was playing horrendous football. It was atrocious. It was embarrassing to watch. And I'm not even an Eagles fan, but I just remember people talking about Carson Wentz. I never kept up with the Eagles, so I don't really know much. But as I did my research, I noticed how much people actually disliked the way he played after having an amazing start to his career. And a lot of people wanted him out. Some people wanted him to stay, but it just simply didn't work out because the Eagles were hinting at letting go of Carson Wentz when in the 2020 NFL draft, they decided to draft Jalen Hurts. And in this game between the Packers and the Eagles, they were down by a lot by halftime. Once the second half started, you see Jalen Hurts come onto the scene, and eventually this was the last time Carson Wentz ever stepped foot as a starter for the Philadelphia Eagles. After this, he ended up the season riding the bench. Jalen Hurts took over basically, and later on, just yesterday, Carson Wentz has announced that he has been traded to the Indianapolis Colts. And in my opinion, good for him. Not only because he has a fresh new start, because now he has a chance to prove himself, a chance to redeem himself, and hopefully he does do that. Like I said, I'm not a fan of the Eagles. I'm not a fan, most definitely not a fan of the Colts. But, it's always good to see people if they can redeem themselves or not. So that's something I'll be really looking forward to in this upcoming NFL season. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next week. Bye.